friend and welcome to my channel. I'm Angelique. So today I'm going to be reviewing a wig that was sent to me from the company Fabelle. Inside of the box you are going to get a beige colored wig cap, and the wig is going to come wrapped in this pink paper material. They did also send along some cute little hair accessory beads, so you can go ahead and add these into your wig and jazz it up if you feel the need to. The wig is going to come inside of a hairnet. As far as the front of the wig, it is going to come with some sparse baby hairs. For the inside construction, this is going to be a full lace wig, so you are going to get lace all throughout the unit. And as far as the comb placements, you are going to get 3 combs that are right in the front. 2 of them are going to be right next to your temples, 1 is going to be in the crown. Then you're going to get an additional comb in the back, as well as your adjustable straps and an elastic band. So now I'm just putting the wig on my head with the lace still attached, so you guys can get a more realistic feel of what the wig is looking like on myself without any customization or anything like that. As you can see here, like I said, it is going to come with these sparse baby hairs. And the style of this unit is going to be Senegalese twists with curly ends. And this wig is going to be in the color 1B, and it is 32 inches, so this is going to be a long one, you guys. And then I also just wanted to pop this wig on my mannequin head so I can show you a full 360 of what it looks like. Like I said, you guys, this one is 32 inches, Senegalese twists with curly ends, super cute style. I've never tried Senegalese twists before, so I was excited to try something different with this company. And I also have never tried a whole lace braided wig before, so I was really excited to try something unique and different. And here I'm just showing you guys the fact that it is a whole lace wig, so the lace is all throughout, so you can do a bunch of different styles with this. You don't have to worry about just that designating parting space being in the front of the unit like what happens with a lot of braided units. And then I just wanted to pull it up closer, show you guys again exactly what the hairline is looking like. So although I feel like you can wear this unit as is, I'm me, so I just really wanted to customize it, especially when it came to the baby hairs. Like I said, they were sparse enough. I wasn't the biggest fan of the actual placement of the baby hairs. I just wanted to make the hairline look a little bit more realistic. So I opted to actually go in and start plucking those baby hairs out, and then I wanted to go in and add some human hair curly baby hairs just to get a more realistic vibe. I wanted to make the baby hairs curly, and I wanted to make them sparse, and I also wanted to make sure that they were human hair so that any product that I added to it would just accentuate the baby hairs. So now I'm just ponytailing the hair back to get it out of my way so that I can go in and start plucking out those baby hairs. It's afro curly and it's 10 inches. So that's what it looks like straight up with no product inside of it. And now I'm just taking my tweezers and I'm going in and just plucking out all of those baby hairs. This was a little bit time consuming, you guys, so I just kind of went in and sped up this process just because plucking the baby hairs out is just going to be way more easy and less time consuming than the actual ventilation process. So like I said, I'm just going in and plucking out as many of those hairs as possible because I know that I'm going in with my own human hair baby hairs and creating more of a hairline that I want to see. And this was a little bit time consuming, but nothing too crazy. Just because, like I said, there was no method to it. I was just literally trying to grab all of the baby hairs as much as I possibly can. So I cut a small section of the tracks out, and then I cut the track away from the actual hair itself, just because you want to use loose hairs, of course, when you're ventilating any sort of wig. And then I go in with my comb and just get rid of some of those filler hairs. So y'all, I just wanted to show you this cute little thing that I got. This is a head mount magnifier and it has LED lights. So typically when I'm doing ventilation, I have like a gigantic magnifying thing that clamps to the table. So typically I'll use that. But for this day, honey, I was feeling hot. I didn't feel like being tied down to the table, so I just grabbed this instead. And this is going to be super convenient and useful because the lights have 2 different options. So it goes from one level of brightness to the next level of brightness. and it does come with additional magnifying glasses, so depending on your preference you can use different strengths to magnify. So this one right here is just the standard one that came with it, so I'm just using this one, and I just want to kind of show you guys what it looks like and how I ventilate. And this just makes it so much easier to be mobile, because like I said, with my other magnifying glass that attaches to the table, it makes it harder for you to actually be mobile. So these glasses are pretty convenient if you're looking to kind of have a little bit of freedom of movement. So right here, I'm just showing you guys what I was actually looking at when I was ventilating from the other camera angle. And I've done a couple of ventilation videos, so if you're not really familiar with the ventilation process, you can definitely check out some of my older videos. You take that ventilation needle, you go underneath the hole, you have the hair looped around your finger, you grab the loop of hair and pull it through the holes. I'm doing single knots for this just so that I can have the knots looking as small as possible. The process was a little bit time consuming, you guys, but this is the overall look after I finished ventilating those baby hairs. And you see what I mean? Like, I feel like this suits the hair better because it's this afro curly pattern and these are Senegalese curls, so I feel like it just suited the hair better itself. And here I'm just showing you what it looks like on my head with the baby hairs that I ventilated. And I did go ahead and cut the lace off camera because this video was already long, you guys, and I didn't want to make it 10 times longer. But if you have any questions on how to cut lace, you can check out any of my older videos because I do this consistently and I pretty much always show how I cut my lace off. I just ended up going in with my scalloped pinking shears. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just going in with my even lace tint spray and the color medium dark brown and tinting all that lace. Like I said, this is going to be a whole lace wig. So you're gonna have that lace in the front that needs to be tinted and the lace in the back that needs to be tinted. And then that's what it's gonna look like after you're done tinting the lace. So after I'm done tinting the lace and cutting the lace off, I'm just gonna go in and start applying this wig on my head. So the circumference of this wig is going to be 21.5 inches, so it is kind of on the smaller side. My head is about 22 to 22.5 inches in circumference, and it did fit my head pretty good and comfortably. So I think if you have a larger size head, just be cautious of the cap measurements and use your best judgment. And I did adjust the adjustable elastic straps a bit just so I could get some more security. I feel like I would have been able to wear this unit glueless if it wasn't so hot, but y'all, when I'm telling you, it is super hot in my room, especially because of this ring light. I just wasn't able to wear it glueless, but the fit of the wig felt nice. So now I'm just kind of like playing around with it and seeing the vibe that I'm going for, trying to get it situated and just trying to figure out how it's sitting on my head. So first I'm going to go in with my The Warrior 2 palette by Juvia's. And I'm going to use the color Kafuru mixed with the color Yodit just to get the perfect tone that I want. And then I'm going to just start going around the hairline and applying that around the lace. One of the things I did really like about this unit, you guys, like if you can see this parting space right here, I didn't end up going in and adding concealer on the top of the parting spaces at all. I feel like it already looks really good. It looks like my scalp. My main concern was just making sure that the front of the wig, the lace right there, is all blended in. As far as the parting space all throughout the unit, I feel like my lace tint spray did a phenomenal job at making it look like my scalp. So I absolutely was 110% here for that, honey. So now I'm just ponytailing the hair back to get it out of my way, just so that when I start the process of melting this wig down, the hair is not in my way. So after I situated the wig on my head to exactly where I want it placed, then I'm just gonna go in with my Esha Melt and Slay spray and then just start tacking it down. So here I'm just gonna go in and spray the Esha Melt and Slay spray, and then I'm using my rat tail comb, the metal part, and then flipping it around just so that I can make sure that I'm evenly dispersing that product onto the lace and getting it as blended down as I possibly can. And then I'm going and doing that on the other side. My main focus today, honey, was just making sure these sides were slicked down, and then with a little bit of the additional product that I had, I'm just going in and applying that around the top of the head. Then I'm going in with my silk wrap and just tying it down so I can make sure that this bad boy is not popping up. So after I left my silk wrap on for a good like half an hour, This is what it's looking like. And honey, the blending, I was a little bit shook right here because the lace did seem like it was on the wider side, but I was really pleasantly surprised with how well it took my lace tint spray, but how well that it actually blended in with my skin, honey. I don't know, but they definitely was doing their thing when it came to this one, honey. And right here, I'm just trying to style my baby hairs and customize it to my liking. It can be a little bit difficult to style baby hairs when it comes to having a braided wig because there's not necessarily hair for you to hide the baby hairs in, but I feel like I did a pretty good job, you guys. Like I said, I feel like these curly baby hairs definitely helped and give more realism so that when you're playing with it, it makes it just much easier to not have it look perfect, but for it to look realistic enough and believable enough. I'm definitely happy that I went in and added those baby hairs. Now I'm just going in with my Fumi Mousse again, and I'm gonna slick these baby hairs on the other side. And I'm telling y'all, there's just something about the way that you're able to manipulate human hair baby hairs over synthetic baby hairs. It's just much easier and it's just less effort. So that's pretty much all it took, y'all. It definitely was a bit of work. You can see that this video is long. It's because I put a lot of work into this unit, especially when it comes to me customizing it to my liking. But I absolutely was here for the final look. Like I said, I do feel like you can wear this unit as it comes, but I just really wanted to make it match my own liking and, you know, customize it to the way that I wanted it. So I'm just showing you guys the different styles that I was able to accomplish. And of course, these are going to be the styles that I did before going in and accessorizing, you guys. That's a whole nother story. It took me a bit of time to customize exactly to my liking, but I am so happy with the finished product, honestly. But yeah, like I said, this is a whole lace wig, so you do have the option to do a bunch of different styles. You can style this bad boy exactly how you want it. The only thing that I'm going to say is just make sure you secure this unit ahead of time if your head is on the smaller side, just to make sure that the styles that you're doing are not causing the wig to slip back. I just really love how realistic this looked, you guys. It came out so cute. And girl, I thought I liked it before. Now watch me step this up a notch and just make it, give it the wham glam thank you ma'am. So now I'm just gonna go in and start adding some beads. I added a mix of the beads that Fabelle sent me and also some additional beads that I had from Amazon. So the best way I can explain on how to add the beads, if you don't know how to add the beads, typically what I'll do is I'll just take a pair of scissors, open the clasp up so it's just enough to get it around the braid, and then I'll close it. These beads a lot of the times are super flexible, so it's super easy to just pop them open, slide them inside of your braids, and then close them back so that they don't fall out. So that's what I'm doing here. And y'all, look at this! My first time using hair tinsel. So I picked up this colorful hair tinsel from Amazon. The texture of this tinsel is kind of plasticky, so it's a bit hard to work with. As you guys can see here, what I did go in and start doing is I knotted the tinsel at the top of the braid multiple times, and then I started twisting it in an X sort of motion, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, so that it gives a crisscross pattern going all the way down the braid. And y'all, when I tell you, this honestly was the most time consuming part when it came to this wig. But I'm so happy that I did, because I just feel like it elevated it and gave it a next level of cuteness and uniqueness. So I'm really happy that I did it, but y'all, it was a lot of work. Let me tell you what I ended up doing after. So like I said, initially I started by just tying the tinsel in a knot to the top of the braid. And luckily, since I only used about 1 to 2 strands of tinsel, you can't see the knot or anything like that. But to get additional security, y'all, what I ended up doing, honey, I ventilated this tinsel into the lace. and then I started twisting it inside of the hair. This made my overall vibe just better, more secure, because since I went in and ventilated the tinsel itself, it is tied to the actual cap and it's very close to the actual braid. So it just blended in more seamlessly, and it just makes it easier so that when you're styling the hair and everything, you don't have to worry about the tinsel sliding out or falling off or anything like that. So that is probably why it was so time consuming, because it was so many pieces, y'all. Like, to get more of an elevated pop of color, you have to ventilate more than one strand. So some of the hair, I ventilated like 3 or 4 strands of tinsel. Some of it's 2 strands of tinsels. Y'all, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It was a little bit exhausting, but I feel like beauty is pain, honey. It was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. And also, I just feel like the tinsel just, like, it just goes with this whole entire look. This, like, boho, free love type of vibe. Yeah, so I really was a fan of this tinsel, and I will be using it again, honey. So that's when I'm adding more pieces of tinsel, and I didn't want this video to be crazy long because it's already long. So honey, here is how it looked after I put in all that work. Y'all, it took me days because I needed breaks and I was hot, but honey, it took me days. But I am so happy with the finished product. As you can see, I added some tinsel to it. I added them beads to it, a mix of my Amazon beads, a mix of my Fabelle beads. Honey, look at this. Look at that. Black girl magic, honey. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I know sometimes it could be a struggle to go and customize your units, honey, but when I'm telling you, when you do, look at it. So one of the reasons this video was so long, you guys, is as you can see, I did 2 different vibes. I wanted to show you guys how it would look without all the accessories, and I wanted to show you how it would look with the accessories. So I didn't want this video to be insanely long, especially because pretty much what I did is I showed you guys all the styling options prior to the accessories. I took the wig off my head, went in and did all the tinsels and the accessories, and then I had to install it again. So I didn't want to make this video even more long by showing you guys the installation process again. Also, the density on this wig is going to be 180%. What I did like about it is that it's nice and full, but it definitely was not heavy on my head. It is just very long, like I said, you guys, 32 inches. So this one does come below my butt. I'm 5'3" for reference, and it was super long on me. So when it comes to my cons and pros on this unit, I honestly can't say that I really have any cons. Like I noted, I did do a lot of customization to this wig, but I do think it would have been fine to wear as is. I just wanted to make it look right for me, for my face, for my style. So I did go in and do a bunch of customizations. But you can definitely get away with wearing this unit as it comes and kind of just taking advantage of the baby hairs that it comes with. Something just to note is that although this is 100% heat resistant synthetic fiber, since it is curly hair mixed with braids, you are going to notice that you're going to get some snags, you're going to get some tangling. That's just something to be expected that happens with curly synthetic hair period, and just human curly hair as well. So what I did to mitigate the tangling was just went in with foaming mousse, and I also did go in with leave-in conditioner, and it definitely helped a lot. I also did add a bit of my Simply Styled silicone spray, and that absolutely helped reduce my tangling, it reduced my shedding, so it wasn't anything too crazy. But I do think if you pick this unit up, that's just something you're probably going to want to keep in mind. But when it comes to my pros on this unit, I feel like the cap construction was very well done. Like I said, I was impressed with the fact that the lace blended in with my dark brown skin tone, just because, like I said, it was on the whiter side, so I was a little bit nervous. The blend of this lace was really nice. I really like how neat the braids are, how neat the squares are. The density of the hair, like I said, it's on the floor side. I like big hair, and I really did like the fact that it didn't feel like there were any gaps in the braids. All the braids were like perfectly spaced apart. I feel like this wig is like really realistic. It's much more than I expected. Honestly, I ended up loving it so much more than I thought I would. Like I said, initially with just doing the plain Jane install, I feel like it was cute, but just really customizing it, accessorizing it, I just feel like helped elevate it a lot and just make me fall in love with it. So that's pretty much all I have to say, you guys. Let me know if you guys have ever had Senegalese twists on your natural hair, if you've ever done it on a wig, if you've ever tried a whole braided lace wig before. Let me know if you've tried Fabelle, or if you will be trying this company out. If you are interested in trying out Fabelle and some of their braided wigs, I am going to be leaving a discount down below for 20% off of their braided wig collection, so definitely be sure to use that discount code if you want to pick up a wig. And I just wanted to give a special thanks to them for collaborating with me on this video, and I I will also have this wig available for you guys on my website if you're interested in buying it with the customizations included. So until next time, I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.